Hello, welcome to Business English Conversations, where you can follow along with real, authentic business dialogues.
Excuse me, is this seat taken?
No, it's free. Please sit down.
Thanks, I'm David Miller from Global Sales.
Nice to meet you, David. I'm Sarah Parker from Tech Solutions.
Nice to meet you too, Sarah. How are you finding the conference so far?
It's really interesting. I especially liked the talk about social media marketing.
Me too, I learned a lot from that presentation.
So what does your company do exactly?
We sell software to businesses. Our main office is in London. What about Tech Solutions?
We're based in Manchester. We develop apps for small businesses.
That sounds interesting. How long have you worked there?
About 3 years now. What about you?
I've been with Global Sales for 5 years. I really enjoy it.
Did you come here just for the day, or are you staying overnight?
I'm staying for the whole conference. I'm at the Park Hotel. It's quite close to here.
Really? That's where I'm staying too. Have you tried their restaurant yet?
Yes, I had dinner there last night. The food was excellent. They have a great breakfast too.
That's good to know. I haven't had a chance to eat there yet.
By the way, how did you travel to the conference?
I came by train. The traffic is always so bad. I prefer not to drive.
Me too. I took the 8:30 train this morning. The conference center is conveniently located, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's just a short walk from the station. The weather's quite nice today as well.
Yes, much better than yesterday.
What do you do in your company?
I'm in the marketing team. I work on digital campaigns and social media.
That's exactly what I do too. Are you here to learn about the new trends?
Yes, our company wants to improve our online presence. We need some fresh ideas.
Same here. The digital world changes so quickly, doesn't it?
It certainly does. It's hard to keep up sometimes.
Have you visited Birmingham before?
Yes, a few times for business meetings, but I've never had time to see the city properly.
It's quite an interesting place. The city center has changed a lot in recent years.
I noticed that there seem to be many new buildings and shopping areas.
Yes, and the canal area is really nice too. There are some good restaurants there.
Is that near the Bullring Shopping Center?
Yes, it's about a 10-minute walk. Have you been there?
Not yet, but I've heard it's worth visiting. Maybe I'll have time tomorrow evening.
If you go, you should check out the museum nearby. It's free to enter.
Thanks for the tip. Do you know the area well?
I used to study here, so I know my way around quite well.
That's useful. What would you recommend as the best thing to see if I only have a few hours?
Definitely the canal area. You can take a nice walk and then have dinner at one of the waterside restaurants.
That sounds perfect. Is it safe to walk around there in the evening?
Yes, absolutely. It's well lit and there are always people around.
Great. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow after the last session.
The Italian restaurant called Bella Vista on the canal is excellent if you like pasta.
I love Italian food. Thanks for the recommendation. You mentioned you're based in Manchester. How do you like working there?
I love it. It's a very dynamic city with a great tech scene.
I've heard that. Isn't there an area called the Northern Quarter where many tech companies are located?
That's right. Our office is actually there. There are lots of cafes and creative businesses around us.
Sounds like a nice environment. London is exciting too, but it's very expensive.
Yes, that's one advantage of Manchester. The cost of living is much lower.
Exactly, although our company helps with housing costs, which is a nice benefit.
That's great. How's the commute in London?
Pretty busy. I take the underground every day. It takes about 40 minutes.
That's not too bad. Mine is about the same by tram.
What's the best thing about working in Manchester?
The work-life balance is excellent. The city is big enough to have everything you need, but small enough to get around easily.
That sounds appealing. In London, everything takes so much time.
Do you ever work from home?
Yes, 2 days a week. It helps avoid the busy commute. What about you?
We have a flexible policy. I usually go to the office 3 days a week.
That's becoming more common now. Is your office modern?
We have an open plan space with breakout areas and a nice kitchen.
Sounds similar to ours. We also have a small gym in the building.
Which session did you enjoy the most today?
I thought the morning workshop on customer engagement was very useful.
I missed that one. What did they talk about?
They shared some simple ways to connect with customers online. What about you?
I really liked the presentation about measuring results. It gave me some practical tips. David, it's been really nice talking to you.
You too, Sarah. Would you like to exchange business cards?
Good idea. Here's mine.
Thanks, and here's mine. Maybe we could connect on LinkedIn as well?
Definitely. I'd like to hear more about your project sometime.
Perhaps we could grab a coffee during tomorrow's break?
That sounds great.
I think the next session starts in 5 minutes.
You're right. We should probably head back.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Sarah.
Likewise, David, I'm glad we had this chat.
See you tomorrow for coffee?
Yes, let's meet here at the same time.
Perfect. Have a good session.
You too. See you tomorrow.